Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the House of Orientica. House of Orientica is another Middle Eastern perfume house. When we say house, it's a true house because they make everything from the raw materials to the perfume itself inside the company. And also they are a niche house because they don't make anything else apart from perfumes and perfume related products. So they are a true niche house, and they are one of the less known perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. Obviously there are so many of them, and some of them are so well known and big names, but Orientica to me is one of the best out there for what you pay and what you get in terms of the quality, and the perfumery is very high standard. So this one in particular is called, this is from their luxury line. So they have almost two tiers. One is very luxurious and very quite pricey, and the other ones are quite affordable and on the reasonably priced side of things. So this one is from their luxury line, and this one is called Orientica Luxury Collection, and this is Rose Eclat and is 80 ml EDP in United Kingdom. It's so new that it hasn't been listed yet on their own website. And not only that, I don't have any information about it. No notes breakdown, no information, no nothing, no publication. But my guess is going to be around £100 retails. This is my guess. Don't take my word for it. You have to wait for a few days to see if it comes up and how much it is. Excuse me, I got a cold. If I, sometimes I cough, my voice goes away a little bit. Sorry about that. Anyway, so this one is from the luxury line, and it's called Rose Eclat. This is targeted unisex, but to my nose, it is quite feminine. So this is, to me, is better suited for ladies, for especially a little bit mature ladies. And in terms of presentation, as you can see, excellent presentation, especially for the price. If you go to European big names, you won't get a presentation like this even in the £200-300 category of perfumes. So you're getting a very beautiful presentation, very high-end, very luxurious, very regal, very opulent, and it looks artistic. It looks a piece of art. It looks royalty, everything you want in a beautiful packaging. The packaging itself, the bottle, everything is absolutely top-notch and beautiful, not only in the eye but in the hand. They look very luxurious. So for that, you're getting an excellent presentation. In terms of performance, I'm happy to say this is a very good performer, although it's bordering beast mode, but it's not a beast mode. Although with a caveat, because after a few hours you might get nose blind to this. My wife was smelling this perfume after 10 hours easy on me. So she was like 2-3 feet away, and she said last night, she said, wow, you still smell strongly of that perfume. I said, which perfume? I even forgot about it. And she said that rose one, which was this one. So I wore it for the last 2 days and she was familiar with it. So after 10 hours she could smell it from a few feet away from me. I personally couldn't smell it anymore because two things. One, I have a cold and my nose is blocked, and also I think you go nose blind on this one after a while. So I would say in terms of how long it lasts on skin, easily over 10 hours. On t-shirt and materials, easily over 12 hours. So it goes for days. So it's very strong, very thick, it's very dense, and it's very performing excellent. Projection wise, an arm length of projection for 3 to 4 hours, and after that it will slowly subside. But you always will have a big bubble, big cloud, and a big trail. I went crazy and I put 10 sprays of this, and it was super strong. So be careful with the trigger. I would suggest, if you're interested and you're going to get it, start with 3-4 sprays first, and if it's not ample enough, then increase it slowly, because don't go crazy and go like 10-15 of sprays of this, because it's very strong and very loud. So performance was excellent. In terms of who's it for, this is firstly a feminine fragrance, definitely. Although if you are a man and you're comfortable with your florals, especially rose, why not? You know what I mean? I wore it for the last 2 days and I absolutely enjoyed it to the max. But I think majority of people would agree this is quite feminine. Even my wife said that. She said, wow, this is very feminine. So that's one thing. The other thing is, this is very opulent, so it's good for going out, evening, close encounter, dating, special occasion, formal occasion, for special ceremonies like wedding, like birthdays, anything in that vein. It's very beautiful and very well done and very opulent perfume. Season wise, this is all year rounder. It's got some freshness to it that you can use it in summer. You got some depth and complexity to it. Yeah, you can use it in winter. But if it's a very high heat summer, I think it could be cloying. So maybe cooler summer is better for it. And in terms of age, I would say 25 years and older to be on the safe side. The reason is because that big rose in here and the powderiness of it, it gives it a little bit of maturity. I think the maturer noses will appreciate this better than a youngster. So let's get to the perfume itself. The perfume itself, very strongly, and my wife agreed to that, reminds me of Perfume de Marly Delena. So this one is very strongly smell similar to it, although it's not a one-to-one to it, because Delena is much bigger on the peony. In here, the peony is toned down and the rose is toned up. So there is some peony aspect to it, but the peony is much less than the Perfume de Marly Delena. So if you didn't care for the peony in Delena, probably you like this, because the peony is much less strong in here. The rose is more on top, so it's making it very rosy. It's making it quite powdery, and overall it's quite fruity. It's ambery. It's quite woody in the base. Little bit of citrus in the beginning. Hint of incense in here, not too much. Very small amount of incense feed to it. And the woods overall are quite clean in here, but when it goes to the dry down, the woods gets a little bit stronger, which might give a hint of woody feel to it, but I think there's no wood in here. The only thing is, as I said, there's no publication, so I'm just going with my nose, with my experience. Probably there is no wood in here, but because of the combination of the notes in here and the accords, it giving it a feel of wood, or feel of some resinous woods. Hint of muskiness overall to it from the beginning to the end, always musky, but the musk is not huge, and also it's quite clean. The musk in here giving it that little bit of powderiness overall, and is big on the floral, especially the rose. Rose is the mantelpiece of this perfume. It shines on top. Everything else is nuances and facets, so it's all about rose in this perfume. So because I couldn't find any publication about this fragrance and also the note breakdown, the information, I just went on AI, and AI gave me some note breakdown which quite corresponding to this, not perfectly, but it looks like is quite correct. So according to AI, this is rosy. Yeah, of course, it's very rosy. It's quite fruity. The fruits are a combination of peach and pear to my nose, and that peach and pear is very soft. It's very well done. It's not too much. It's not over the top. So it's very subtle, and it gives a hint of fruity, a hint of tropical feel to it as well. Vanilla is definitely there. This is vanillic, is ambery, is vanillic. The amber in here is quite vanillic, it's quite sweet. The sweetness is moderate to a little bit more than moderate, so it's not overly sweet. I would say from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, is around 6 to 7, especially when it opens up. 6 to 7. Later on, it's beside a little bit, maybe a point, but always there. But overall, it's quite moderate. Amber in here is sticky amber, is resinous, is deep, is heavy, hint of incense into it, hint of spiciness to it, hint of sweetness to it, and also it's quite resinous and sticky and gooey and honeyed. Hint of tropical because of those fruitiness in the beginning, especially that pear and peach. And overall, this fragrance I classify as fresh to semi-fresh. Fresh in the beginning, later on when it dries down it becomes semi-fresh. And also this is an oriental floral, so it's an oriental floral overall. Sweetness, as I said, on the moderate side of things, quite woody in the base, but the woods, they don't take over. There's always a little bit of woodiness in the base and also in the background, but they don't ever becomes very, very woody. So that's why it's giving it a little bit of that feminine feel. Definitely floral feel to it, that especially that rose, and also some peony, but the peony is much less than the rose in here. Peony is behind the rose, and also hint of, I would say, feel of oud, but very, very small amount, very smidgen of it. So overall, if you like this kind of fragrances, you will love this. To my nose, this is a very refined perfume, very well done, very well put together, very good perfumery in here, very good ingredients in here. Although it's not cheap, but it smells much more expensive than what you are going to pay for it. Because the Lena by Perfume de Moelle is about £300, this is about £100, so it's a third. At least this is my guess. I'm not sure if it's going to be £100, but I'm guessing it's around that price, because the other ones in this line, they're all around £100. So the rose in here is it's the middle of the road rose, but is a pink to white rose. Okay, so it is a fresh to semi-fresh rose plus pink to white. The coloring is very, very appropriate here. You're getting exactly the feeling of the perfume as the color suggests here, which is, they call it royal pink or dusty pink. So this is what you're getting. It's very it's not very, but quite powdery overall. The powderiness is like a hint of baby powder in here, but again, no, it's not a huge player, it's more nuance. Hint of incensey feel, but it's way in the background, you don't feel it that much, but in the dry down gets a little bit stronger, that incense. The woods are quite clean. To my nose, is a cedar sandalwood combination, and it's quite clean, and also musk is always there, but again, the musk in here is quite clean, and also it's not a big player, it's a nuance, and quite green, giving it a little bit of greenness, little bit of overall it has a little bit of greenness, a little bit of leafiness, a little bit of grassiness, a little bit of camphousness, but again, nuances rather than big players. So you can tell this is quite a complex fragrance, complex perfume. If you like this kind of perfumes, I highly, highly recommend it. Again, when it comes up at the moment, it's so new, there's no information about it, and also there's no pricing for it, and also is nowhere to be seen yet. You know, you can't buy it yet. If you are interested, you just wait for a few days and maybe a few weeks, and definitely you'll be able to buy it. Again, same perfumes from this line, they're all around £100, so I'm expecting this one to be similar pricing, so around £100, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. So guys, overall, if you like the Lena and you like it a little bit less puny, less maybe less woody, little bit more feminine, little bit more refined, to be honest with you, me and my wife, both of us, we never were big fan of the Lena. One of the reasons is not because of the rose, because my wife loves rose, but she couldn't stand that huge puny in the Lena, because the puny just basically takes over and it's just so big and everything is overshadowed by the puny. In here, the puny is much, much less strong. So is like way in the background, and the rose shine on top, and that's why my wife said she preferred this to Delina. And also I think myself this is a better perfume than Delina. So basically they took the DNA of Delina, or inspired by it, and also they refined it, they made it better, and also much less expensive, more affordable, more accessible, and better reasonably priced, although it's still quite on the pricey side, but it's not as expensive as the Lena perfume de Mali. So I highly recommend it. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Beautiful perfume. If you like it refined, if you like it very well done, if you like it very classy, very sensual, very quite sexy, and very ladylike, super ladylike. This is like a classy lady who wears a very beautiful dress and a little bit of makeup, not over the top makeup, just a hint of makeup, and also she wears this, and this gives her a huge boost in terms of her personality. So this is one of those perfumes that it will boost your mood, it will boost your confidence, and also give you definitely attention from the other side of the aisle, the opposite sex. If you wear this and you go out, definitely men will notice you. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, you encourage me, you motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and there could be hidden gems. This one is definitely a hidden gem, but let's see how much is the pricing of it. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link. You need to be in the United Kingdom in order to do so. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, so they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality, big, bold, and very artistic, very unique. They are super long lasting, and they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye.